welcome to a vlog that you're not gonna see for probably a year. I am on my way in for my first meeting for Goosebumps 2, currently still titled Slappy Halloween. This is gonna be a very strange vlog. I have committed to record at least 30 seconds of video a day documenting set life, and then once the movie is over and released into the world, which is when you're watching this now, I'll put it all out there. So welcome to my how to make a movie vlog. I'm going up to meet this morning with the VFX team for a couple of hours, and then they put me up in a very swanky hotel this evening. I got the script about a week ago, and I've only been in contact with a few people. No idea who the cast is. This really is kind of my first day at school. I have no idea what to expect from today, but I am incredibly excited to get back into the Goosebumps game. Welcome to my hotel, everyone. I'm in a very nice hotel here at the Georgian Terrace. I'm much happier with my hotel than I was with the meeting today. That says anything. Today's meeting was 6 hours, a lot of business, a lot of technical stuff that I'm not necessarily involved in. CG monsters versus practical monsters, if it's in the budget to crush a car. But got to meet directors, producers, VFX, costuming. Everyone was surprised when they met me how young I was. They figured I was some 60-year-old veteran who would tell them stories about working on Star Wars. Here I am, 24-year-old. This. It was not what I expected. Slappy only really came out to play for about 15 minutes in there. There's some little technical stuff that I've got to figure out. So I hate feeling so negative about it on day one. The future can be bright, but right now everything's a little foggy. That's all I have to say tonight. We're gonna jump forward in time here to whenever it is I come up again. Welcome back, friends. It is my travel day. I packed so much crap to come up with me because I'm gonna be here for a while. Everything really gets going tomorrow. I have people literally asking me on Twitter and Instagram as I'm recording this if we're starting to shoot yet, and I can't answer you. I can tell you because it's like a year later now. You're welcome. More soon. I gotta focus on driving. This is Atlanta. Welcome to my crib. It has a kitchen. A little foyer, crazy bathroom mirror, bedroom here, living area, and this will make my mom the happiest. Washing machine and a dryer. I had a very early call time this morning, 7:30, for a huge production meeting with everybody working on this movie, followed by a read-through with the cast. Got to meet Madison, got to meet the kids, got to sit down and read the words on the page for the first time, and I had a freaking ball doing it. Also, Atlanta traffic sucks. Today was a kind of short day for me. I went in at 8 o'clock and we did a little bit of screen testing. Got to work with the kids just a little bit. Slappy got a nice new suit. Talked with the director, Ari, a little bit about making Slappy a little more sinister, making him a little more Hannibal Lecter. So I have to retrain myself. That's a little tricky. As of right now, I'm also going to be puppeteering one of those spooky Halloween hand bowls. We were supposed to screen test that today, but didn't get around to it. Sat around for quite a while doing nothing. Next time, I need to remember to bring a book. It is an off day for me, and my girlfriend is here, so all is right with the world. I had to go in to do a little bit of rehearsing, but I was only in for a few hours. Not a whole lot happened today, but I committed to documenting every day I worked. So whether it was boring or not, it must be so. Getting back to my room pretty early today. I had to go in at 9, and it is now not even 12:30. And I'm back. Another quick round of rehearsals, and Slappy's off for the day. I brought a couple of puppet making supplies with me. We might try to make something for the rest of the day. It's gross and rainy outside, so I'm gonna try to keep myself busy. Another day of rehearsals. Unfortunately for you, it's not very interesting to hear me just say rehearsals. I promise things will get interesting very soon. Maybe. Hour and a half of rehearsals this morning. We are just a few days away from cameras rolling on this thing. It's a Saturday, so there's nothing really going on. But I just got to go one floor above me here in the hotel and meet up with the guys from Legacy Effects who have built some amazing new Slappy things. There's one that's completely remote controlled. A little nervous because I've never worked any RC stuff before, but I will figure it out. We start shooting on Monday morning, bright and early. Way too early. It is happening, people. This morning at 8 o'clock a.m. cameras rolled on Goosebumps Slappy Halloween. The time change, daylight savings time, threw off my sleep schedule, so it felt especially early. We were filming in the haunted house, and the old film adage, hurry up and wait, came back. Waited around probably about 8 hours before I got to do anything, which was just a quick rehearsal. We didn't get back to it in the actual shooting process. Goosebumps Madness is back, everybody. I am thrilled that I'm part of it once again. It's midnight, that's all I got for you tonight. It It was another long day on set. It is obscenely cold. Not a whole lot for me to do yet again. They built a rubber Slappy puppet, so most of today was just babysitting this Slappy as he face planted onto the pavement about 50 times. And the scene where Slappy sits up in the back of Sonny and Sam's wagon. Don't know how exactly I feel about radio control stuff and being so far away from Slappy as he does his thing. Nearly midnight here. I got another early morning, so I better drop off for the night. More tomorrow. Happy Pie Day, everybody. I am just getting back. It is very late. I don't even know how late it is. Slappy worked a little today, finished up a scene in the abandoned house, and did some cool stuff out on the street. I was strapped to a camera rig as it flew down the street, operating Slappy through remote control. It was crazy. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go to bed now. It is 10 o'clock here. The scene with Tyler falling off the ladder was today. Slappy actually worked a little bit. I got to say words. I contributed a line to this scene. Let's see if it stays in the final cut. Mostly we shot the stunt side. Tomorrow we'll be doing the close-up stuff. We filmed a bunch of Slappy today. I'm officially in the movie. We did the auditorium scene with Tyler. We had a third puppeteer on set, which is what I wanted on the first movie. We could have done some really great stuff with the puppet. A lot of fun. Got to play with the radio controls. It's tricky because the way the controls are set up, I'm having to control Slappy's mouth with my left hand. So it's a little like trying to write with the wrong hand. Not that it's a bad thing at all. Just different. We've got a 3-day weekend now. I just watched a great documentary called Muppet Guys Talking, so go check it out if you like hearing about inspiring people doing inspiring things that get you inspired. 2 o'clock in the morning, so I should make myself sleep, but we'll see how that goes. Just got back from our 6th day of shooting, or our 1st day of shooting. We're right back at the haunted house. We're doing some of the first stuff that we did on day 1. There's been a bunch of shuffling and changing in the cast over the last couple of days, and we're picking up the slack for the rest of this week. We got 2 more days in the haunted house before they gotta clean it up and turn it back into a wedding venue. The spooky house would make for a much more interesting wedding. I'll admit it, I haven't been the best at keeping this vlog thing going. The last 2 days have been more of the same. Back at the haunted house, we're almost to a weekend, which I'm very happy about. This schedule is exhausting. I'm up at 6 o'clock, I'm out at 8 o'clock, and do the same thing over and over and over. Not that I'm complaining, just like my sleep. Didn't do a lot today, but I got to debut my newest Goosebumps character, the candy bowl hand. There are 4 versions of this hand. One that's an actual puppet. That was me. I spent a lot of my time locked inside a box today, but puppeteers were like octopus. We fit into tight spaces, and the extra arms would be very convenient. As far as I can tell, I've got the rest of the week off. We were supposed to be filming Slappy stuff tomorrow, but it seems like that got pushed. It is Good Friday this Friday, so 3-day weekend. Debating going home for a day or 2, because I haven't been at my house in an entire month, but I'm also very lazy, and I might not leave. There's some exciting casting news that a certain actor might be returning to work for 3 days, but I can neither confirm nor deny the authenticity of those remarks, but I'm very excited. Hat hair day. Back to work for the first time at the Black Hall stages, where they built the interiors of our characters' homes inside a giant warehouse. It's the magic of movies. Did half of 2 scenes, and we're gonna be shooting the other half on the 9th, which sounds like you get the rest of this week off. Also interesting, some of the script pages we got today with a certain writer back in the mix. My friend, my comrade, buddy, we worked once. Jack Black is coming back. Seems to be official. Again, it's happened a couple times already. We were on the stages again, finishing up some stuff that we started filming last Monday, and we still have a way to go. We're back tomorrow morning, and then they move on to the Chew House, which I'm not sure I'm going to be playing in, but I'm okay with that. I've got a month's worth of errands to catch up with at home. Got a raging headache at the moment. It's been a while since I got to eat some food, so I'm going to take off before I drop off. So you better appreciate this, okay? A very late night on the stages at Black Hall, as we're about halfway into this thing. Lots of Slappy, including him getting hit in the head with a baseball bat. Got to work with Madison. Looking forward to getting to do more with not just her, but Wendy, and particularly Walter. Lots of discussion today about Slappy. Should we see him walk and travel, or should he just appear like a weeping angel almost? Some high-spirited debates about that today. I'll find out what they decided soon. You've seen the end product now. A relatively short day for me, working as assistant puppeteer for the Cauldron Hag, a character that I'm not even sure is going to end up in the final cut of the movie, and then I'll have to cut this out of the vlog vlogs. That sounds like it would take a lot of effort. They're shooting in the neighborhood for quite a while now, so I think I'm off. Probably not, but I love the idea. Got to watch some very adorable and excited kid extras and a pair of border collies. Don't work with animals, children, and puppets, they say, and I did all three tonight. I had the day off, so I decided I would go home, sleep in my own bed. I was then awakened. You need to come back because we're working tonight. More puppeteering on The Hag. Luckily, my lady got to visit the set. It is very late, very early, whatever. I am very tired. I'm not even making sense to myself. It is 6 a.m. I am just getting back from another very long overnight shoot. This was day 24. We're more than halfway done, folks. A whole lot more of the same, helping guys in and out of suits and operating the face of The Hag. I'm gonna have some breakfast. I'm gonna crash for the next 12 hours. And then I head back in to do some more of the same stuff. I got to do some voiceover for the pumpkins and do a temp voice for the mom dummy. Got to see an old face tonight from the first film. Kevin, who played one of our ghouls 4 years ago, is playing one of our mummies this time around. 3 more days of this and we're out of the neighborhood. More sitting around and waiting. These extras are troopers, man. There's like 120 of them. They're out in the cold running all night. I wouldn't do it. Did a voiceover for CinemaCon announcement, including the name change to Goosebumps Haunted Halloween. You're probably aware. I'm at home. I did a couple of hours of foreign press this morning. There's a teaser out. Didn't expect to see that for a while. It's after midnight. I'm gonna go crash and I'll head back up tomorrow evening sometime. More tomorrow or eventually. I just did an entire day of Slappy, movie theater tie-ins, Blu-ray, social media shout-outs, over 8.5 hours of footage. Had a lot of fun with this crew that they brought together from all over to shoot for the day. It was really cool to get treated like a star. We're working a Saturday this week. Spent the last 2 days at a Fred's pharmacy. The store was open to the public, so the public was coming and going while we were shooting. I puppeteered Slappy and the Blue Troll. Add that to my list of Goosebumps characters I performed. I think we're up to 8. We worked through a weekend and then we're back to the stages on Monday. Pulled a muscle in my back. This puppeteer work is dangerous. I'm actually not joking. It hurts a lot. It is my 2-year anniversary with my lady. It has been a very long week. We spent the last 4 days at the stages. Slappy played a video game, which was probably the highlight of my week. 4 puppeteers, a lot of chances to ad-lib. I'm very excited to see what ends up in the final picture. While we were getting set up, there was a knock on the back door, and who should walk in? R.L. Stein himself. I didn't actually get to talk to him this time, but he filmed a little cameo. Today, I spent most of my day inside a couch. To operate a puppet effectively, many times the puppeteer has to be ridiculously uncomfortable. This was one of those times. Slappy had to sit on the couch. They purchased 2 of the exact same couch. One is used for the family, and the other has been completely gutted to fit myself underneath it. I may or may not have had a panic attack inside, but nobody else saw it, so who's to say? This is what I do on my day off, people. How long did it take you to paint yourself? 2.5 hours? Don't worry, we don't think we're normal either. The last 3 days have been jam-packed. We've been shooting in the old steam plant in Atlanta. The way they have dressed the set, the things they have created are absolutely breathtaking. Quite literally. Just pumping steam, fog, smoke, and sparks. So after a while, it does get a little taxing. Got to work a lot with Chris Parnell, and the relationship between Walter and Slappy has been ridiculously funny to me. That is a wrap on an all-night shoot here at the Tesla lab. Sometime around 3 a.m. I worked with Chris. I am so sleep deprived. Not sure I can even make it out of the parking lot. For those unaware, this is a call sheet. It has what scenes we're shooting that day, what characters are featured, and then what time the actors need to arrive. So my on-set time was 6:30 p.m. or so I thought. Turns out there was a typo, and I was actually supposed to be in at 6:30 a.m. So I woke up around 10 o'clock to about 30 text messages and missed calls. Production had called hotel security to come up to my room to make sure I wasn't dead. It'll be very funny tomorrow. Right now I'm still a little grumpy about it. But today was a crazy good day. We shot some scenes with an actor who I'm not supposed to let you know was in this movie. But since I'm sure you've probably seen it at least once or twice, we filmed in Stein's cabin, potentially setting up Goosebumps 3. Really good to see Jack again. And his assistant Roz. Audrey did get to visit for a little while and got to meet Jack. So I feel like a pretty cool boyfriend for that. Seems like today was the only day that I get to work with those guys. So a day that started out rough and rocky ended up with a pretty happy ending. Another day on the stages with Slappy.
Probably my favorite sequence in the movie, on Sarah's car. You've seen the movie, you know how great it is.
The wrap party is tomorrow, but other than that, we are done for the week. I'm gonna go take a nap. Welcome to the glamour of Hollywood, everyone. We are on location at the Tesla Tower. We're not doing much shooting today. We are on what's called a lightning shutdown, so we're taking refuge. I don't know what you can see. The power is off. Avery from the future here to give you some context for this one. In this particular setup, Slappy is CG. And in order for Madison to hear me over all of the wind effects, I was given a megaphone. Never give a puppeteer a megaphone.
What's the matter? Writer's block again. I'm 28 inches tall. You have no idea how low I can go.
Hold on and pause.
It is currently 6:40 a.m. I just got off of work half an hour ago, and I'm about to climb back in the car for another 6 hours, because we are going to Disney World for this Memorial Day weekend. I will try to document it along the way, but I don't know how exciting it'll be. Welcome back to the real world after a weekend spent in the magical world of Disney. I got engaged there. That's cool. Look at these adorable photos. But enough about that. Okay, one more. Look at it. There's a possibility of rain, and there's some Slappy scenes that are a potential rain cover in case the weather is just too brutal and the crew has to move back to the stages so we can at least get something done. If it weren't for that, I'd still be in Disney right now and probably not talking to you. It is very late or very early, depending on how you look at it. Filmed scene for the film last night, which involved a headless horseman and a real actual horse that I was laying on the pavement mere feet from as it galloped away.
Go.
Slappy Halloween.
Not that I was nervous, I was so scared. Tomorrow is the last day. We're back on the stages doing one shot of Slappy doing something. That's all I know for now. Thursday, May 31st, 12:41 a.m. Main unit of Goosebumps Haunted Halloween is officially wrapped. The last shot that we shot for the movie was Slappy walking down the hallway with a screwdriver in his hand as he heads towards Sarah's room. It's been a lot of fun and a lot of crazy, but I think it's gonna be a good one. Got a good feeling about it. I think you'll like it a lot too. Thanks for following me on the journey. Plenty more to come. That's all I got for you tonight. I am currently in Los Angeles, which is Spanish for less of the angels, I think. It is Goosebumps Day. We are having a very special event on the Sony lot. Slappy is kind of like the photo op. I feel like I'm working at Disneyland,
Which I got to visit like 2 days ago and it was awesome.
and then after that we are having a very special screening for cast and crew and the press on the Sony lot. It'll be the first time I've ever seen it. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to vlog and document today because I'm going to be inside another box under a stage or something. Welcome to Los Angeles, Avery Jones. Welcome to the big event, behind the scenes, literally, of the Goosebumps screening. Come check out my humble home for the next 4 hours. My scarecrow bodyguard is guarding the entrance to my Fortress of Solitude, and I am camping out underneath the stage here. I have microphones and cables and all sorts of good stuff down here. Also, a lot of hay. And hey, look who it is. It's Audrey. Slappy is out front, and I am watching the entire thing from back here / under here on a TV monitor so I can talk to the kids as they come up to get their pictures taken. Step right up and meet the star of the show, me, Slappy! It's a very big day, friends. It is January the 15th, 2019. I had to check to make sure. And that means that Goosebumps 2, Haunted Halloween, except they dropped the Haunted Halloween part. Goosebumps 2 is out on DVD, Blu-ray, all of that stuff here in the States. It's been out on digital for a while, but I like to have the physical real thing I can hold, put on the shelf, look at, throw at people. The original plan was to get out at like midnight and buy this thing, be the first person in town to pick one up, but we just drove the 6 hours back from Disney yesterday and we was tired. So it is 9 o'clock in the morning now. I'm a little behind schedule, but I'm still doing it.
So it would seem that the bonus features are the same on both the DVD and the Blu-ray this time, which was, I know for me, a big frustration last time. Seems like they have righted the wrong. Here it is right next to that other Jack Black movie. It was less than a year ago when I got my first phone call to see if I would be interested in this thing. That's the biggest mind bender of this whole thing, is like now it's out there and anybody can just pick it up and walk away with our hard work.
Look at all those gummy bears.
What's behind
Just a boring silver DVD.
Aww.
So now we're racing home to watch it before I have to drive Audrey to work in like an hour. I really just mean the bonus features. We saw the movie like 7 times in theaters. Bonus features are my favorite part anyway. I always watch them before the movie. Does that make me weird? But rumor has it that I'm actually in the bonus features, so I'm very excited. Slappy's really been released into the world, and I'm super happy about it. Thank you for following us on this journey. We will see you again on the next adventure. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to be watching Goosebumps 2 for the rest of the day.